let's continue our discussion on evaluating limits. And we have now the three remaining indeterminate forms. So, kapag meron tayong uh, 0 raised to the power of 0, 1 raised to the power of infinity, infinity raised to the power of 0. These are the remaining indeterminate forms that we will be discussing today. Okay? Now, the function defined by the expression, yung f of x raised to the power of g of x at a certain value of x, assuming that any of the following indeterminate forms will be obtained, okay? Paano tayo makakuha ng 0 raised to the power of 0? If yung either or yung f of x at saka yung g of x is equal to both 0. So we can get 0 raised to the power of 0 if yung parehong f of x and gx will be equal to 0. And how about nung 1 raised to the power of infinity? If yung f of x natin is 1 and yung g of x natin is infinity. Take note, yung g of x natin dito is the exponent of our f of x. Then, yung infinity raised to the power of 0, if yung f of x natin naman is yung infinity, at saka yung g of x natin is 0. So, you would be able to get this one. Now, to evaluate the limit, okay, of the function f of x raised to the power of g of x when x is approaching to a, with any of these indeterminate forms obtained, ma-obtain natin yan based on those three na mga cases, we may perform the following procedure. Una, you let this limit f of x raised to the power of gx be equivalent sa n. Okay, we let this limit be equivalent sa n, and then as you can observe, yung g of x natin is nasa exponent yan, mahirap yan i-evaluate ang limit nito, class, to simplify this one, we will be taking the natural log of both sides of the equation dito sa equation number 1. Okay, that would be equivalent na sa yung n natin, we'll take the natural log of that, magiging ln of n na to is equivalent sa ln of the limit of the function f of x raised to the power of gx as x approaches to a. Now, using the natural log or logarithmic property, etong g of x na sa exponent, we can bring that down. Okay? Ang mangyari nito, okay, so basically yung limit, we can just rearrange this one, unahin natin yung limits as x approaches to a, then itong ln, kasama niya si f of x. Then itong g of x, as I've said, we can bring that down. So, ang mangyari nito, from here, we can have like this one. Yung g of x natin, ni-bring down natin, and then we have here ln of f of x. Okay? Then, from here, we can now apply yung concept or yung technique kahapon, di ba? For this one, we can obtain an indeterminate form of 0 multiplied by positive or negative infinity or infinity minus infinity. Pwede din. Yung kahapon gani. And we therefore apply the method used in the previous discussion. Thus, di ba? Kahapon, we have f of x, g of x. We can convert this one para ma-apply natin yung L'Hopital's rule. Magiging f of x dito over 1 over g of x. Tama ba? So, in here, kung ano yung kasama ni ln, yan yung i-retain natin dun sa numerator. Then, the other one, yung g of x natin, will be reciprocated para mapunta yan or malagay natin yan sa denominator. And this type of limit is in the form 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity. That is the time you would be able to apply the L'Hopital's rule to the right member. Ito. Kapag makuha na natin tong L'Hopital's rule or kapag makuha na natin tong limits nito using the L'Hopital's rule, okay? So, suppose nakuha na natin yung limits na L, then we have here ln of n is equivalent na sa L. Then, para makuha yung totoong limits ng function na to, di ba, initially, this is equivalent sa n. So, we will be exponentiating both sides. So, meaning to say, we can have, okay, basically we have e raised to the power of ln of n equivalent sa e raised to the power of L. So, ito, e raised to the power of ln, that is equivalent lang sa 1. So, ma-bring down yung n, then therefore, we have here e raised to the power of n. So, basically, ito na yung magiging limits natin or sagot sa ating limits. Okay? Nakuha ba yun, class? So, where L is any real number, therefore yung limit natin na fx raised to the power of gx, ito wala pala to class ha, is equivalent sa e raised to the power of L. Okay? Wala to class ha. So, did you have any questions regarding the discussion about this one? Before we proceed to problem solving, everyone? Hello?
None, sir.
None. Okay, sige. Can we proceed to solving some problems? Okay, let's start with problem number 1. You evaluate the limits of the quantity 1 plus 2 raised to the, all over x raised to the power of x as x approaches to infinity. If we will be substituting directly yung value ng x, so we get here 1 plus 2 raised all over infinity raised to the power of infinity. Etong 2 all over infinity, di ba, that is 0. Okay, therefore we have here 1 raised to the power of infinity. Now, this one, as I've said, this is an indeterminate form. Okay, indeterminate form yan, no? So, therefore, okay, we will be letting n equivalent sa itong limits. So, we have here limits as x approaches to infinity, no, of the function 1 plus 2 all over x, okay, raised to the power of x. Now, we will be taking the natural log of this one, okay. So that means we have here ln of the limits, no, as x approaches to infinity, and then we have here 1 plus 2 over x raised to the power of x. And then we will be rearranging this one. We'll start with the limits, no. We will rearranging that one. So we'll copy muna the limits, and then itong ln, okay, we have here ln of 1 plus 2 over x. Okay, using the natural or the logarithmic property, we can bring down x, no? So therefore, we have here ln of n equivalent sa limit as x approaches to infinity. Yung x natin, we can bring that down. Magiging x ito dito. Then ln of 1 plus 2 over x. Now, from here, ito na yung kahapon f of x, then g of x. We can convert that into f of x, then 1 over g of x. Basically, yung yung may ln, yun yung i-retain natin sa numerator. So, we have there ln of n is equivalent sa limits as x approaches to infinity, no? Yung ln, retain natin yan sa numerator. And then, yung x, no, na that is g of x, basically, yan yung ilalagay natin dito sa denominator by taking its reciprocal. Okay? Then, we have now our form in fractional or rational function. Then, this is the time where we will be applying the L'Hopital's rule. Okay, to apply L'Hopital's rule, we will take the individual derivative ng numerator at saka denominator. So, we have here ng derivative ng ln of 1 plus 2 raised all over x class. Kindly give me the value. Recall that for ln of u, di ba, yung derivative nito, that is 1 over u du over dx. Tama ba? Okay, therefore, we can use this concept. So, yung 1 plus 2x, basically that is your u. Then, lagay natin yan dito sa denominator. Then, take the derivative nitong 1 plus 2 all over x. So, di ba, yung derivative ng 1 is 0. Derivative ng 2 over x is negative 2 over x squared. Okay? Then, yung derivative ng 1 over x sa denominator, that is negative 1 over x squared din. Obviously, itong x squared, makancel natin yan. Itong negative, makancel din natin yan. So, we are left with 2. Okay? We are left with limits as x approaches to infinity. Okay, this is 2 nasa numerator, then yung sa denominator 1 plus 2 over x. Kasi itong 1, mamultiply lang yan dito. So, we now have our, okay, function after applying L'Hopital's rule. Then, we'll try to evaluate the limits. So, we will evaluate the limit as x approaches to infinity. So, we have 2 all over 1 plus 2 over infinity. Now, ito, as I've said, yung 2 over infinity, that is 0. So, we have here 2 over 2 plus, sorry, that is 1 plus 0, therefore that is 2. Are we done? Not yet, di ba? Kasi ln pa to plus. Then that is the time we will be taking the we will be exponentiating both sides. So we have here e raised to the power of 2. Eto, as I've said, makancel yan. Therefore, yung totoong value natin, n is equivalent sa e raised to the power of 2. Take note that your n is equivalent sa limits natin. So basically, yung sagot dito is that yung limit of the 1 plus 2 all over x raised to the power of x as x approaches to infinity, okay, is actually equivalent sa e raised to the power of 2. Ito na yung magiging sagot niyo. Okay, do you have question with problem number 1? Hello? Do you have question with problem number 1? Are you still there? Are you still there, class? Ani. Okay? Okay, wala naman, no? Sige, let's continue our problem number 2. Okay, you evaluate the limits of the function 1 plus 2x all of raised to the power of 3 over x as x approaches to 0. So, una, we will try to evaluate, no? So, that is 1 plus, okay, 1 plus, ito, 2 times 0 is basically 0 raised to the power of 3 over 0. Ito, obviously, is an indeterminate form. So, ito is indeterminate form din to. Okay? So, now, we will let n equivalent sa itong limit. So, limit as x approaches to 0 of the function 1 plus 2x raised to the power of 3 over x. Diba yan yun? And then, we can take the natural log, no, of our limits. So, we have ln of the limit as x approaches to 0 of the function 1 plus 2x raised to the power of 3x. Okay, then we can rewrite this one. Unahin natin yung limit as x approaches to 0. Then we have ln of 1 plus 2x raised to the power of 3 over x, no? So that is your ln of n. And then, by logarithmic property, we can bring down the exponent. Then we have here ln of n equivalent sa unahin natin yung limits as x approaches to 0. So we have here 3 over x. Then we have here ln of 1 plus 2x. Then we will be converting this one into a fractional form. So basically, kukunin natin yung reciprocal nito and yung ln i-remain natin or i-retain natin yan sa numerator. So we have here limits as x approaches to 0. So yung ln i-remain natin yan dun sa numerator. Then we take the reciprocal of this. So we have here x over 3. Okay. And then that is the time we will be applying the L'Hopital's rule. So you apply the L'Hopital's rule. Basically, we will be deriving the numerator and the denominator separately. So that is, let me just copy this one. So, ano yung derivative ng ln of 1 over 2x natin, di ba? Okay, 1 over 1 plus 2x. Then, yung derivative ng 2x or yung 1 plus 2x is basically 0 plus 2. Tama ba? Okay, all over, yung derivative ng x cube is 1/3 lang yan. X over 3, 1/3 lang yan, ha? Okay, so, eto magiging, okay, limits as x approaches to 0. So, this is 2 over 1 plus 2x all over 1 over 3. So, yung 1 over 3, papunta yan sa numerator, magiging ln of n yan, equivalent sa 2 times 3. Okay, unahin ko lang sulat tong limits as x approaches to 0. Magiging 2 times 3, then 1 over 2x. So, basically, we have here ln of n. Okay, evaluate natin yung limits as x approaches to 0. Magiging 6 ito. And then 1 plus 2 times 0. So, therefore, we have here 6 over 1. Or basically 6. Kasi ito magiging 0 lang yan. So 6 over 1. Therefore, exponentiating both side, magiging e raised to the power of 6. So, eto, makancel lang yan. Therefore, yung n pala natin is e raised to the power of 6. So, yan yung magiging sagot natin. And then, since yung n natin is equivalent sa limit na to, di ba? So, limit of the function 1 plus 2x raised to the power of 3 over x as x approaches to 0 is basically equal pala sa e raised to the power of 6. So, ito na yung magiging sagot natin for our limit problem. Okay, questions? Questions? Clarifications?
None po, sir.
None? Okay. Thank you. Let me just check no kung marami na ba. 27 na.
Wait, sir, wait.
So, let me just check. Sino ba yung nag-attend? Okay.
Sir, I ask,
Okay, do you have a
sir.
question? Yes, yes. Question, please. Okay, question? You recognize? What's your question? Hello?
Hello?
What's your question?
You couldn't hear my question.
Sige, sige. Question kayo. Alright, let's start with you, Darren. What's your question, Darren?
Ano, sir? If nasa LN, sir, always should mag-E to the power of 6 yun ang answer
Yes.
niya, sir. Like, nasa E.
Yes, yes, yes. Pag merong LN.
Katungod ko. Hello, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. Need talaga to exponentiate
Ada.
kasi LN it
Like,
LN
hello, sir? Hanggang po,
LNN
sir.
pa to dito. LNN.
Ano,
LN.
sir ba? Like,
LN.
always...
Yes, always yan.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay? Actually, pwede din nyo to express into decimal, pero e raised to the power of 6 ang yung gusto ko, yung may e talaga. Okay? Sige, proceed tayo. Meron pang tanong. How about you, sorry. How about you, Tracy?
Yung ano ko yung P over X.
Ano? Yung?
Yung 3 over Bakit ko nabaliktad siya from X over 3?
Sorry? Yung?
Yung 3 over X po.
Bakit naging
Tapos,
baliktad
bakit po
dito?
naging baliktad siya na X over 3?
Uh, kukunin lang natin yung reciprocal nito. 'Di ba? If we are taking reciprocal, basically, if you change lang natin or switch lang natin yung positioning ng numerator at denominator. Basically, yung reciprocal ng 3 over x is x over 3 para malagay natin yan sa denominator. Yun yung technique natin kahapon, 'di ba? Kapag mayroon kang 0 tapos positive, negative, infinity, you need to convert your f of x gx into this form. Magiging f of x over 1 over gx yan. So, kinuha natin yung reciprocal nito. Okay, ng g of x. Diba? Yan yun. Kaya,
Ay, okay po. Thank
okay.
you.
You can just also recall, no, yung, or review yung discussion natin kahapon. Okay, na-discuss man doon kung bakit need natin yan i-take yung reciprocal. Okay? Do you have another questions? How about the others? Okay, can we proceed to problem number 3?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so problem number 3. Evaluate the limits
Evaluate the limit.
of the x raised to the power of 1 over 1 minus x as x approaches to 1. So, kung directly substitute natin yung value ng 1 or yung x pala, so yung x is 1, then raised to the power of 1 over 1 minus 1. Obviously, this one is 0. Kaya magiging indeterminate form yan. So, this one is 0. Magiging indeterminate form yan. Okay? So, kapag ganyan, we will let n, okay, be equivalent sa dito nga limits. So, limits as x approaches to 1 of our function x raised to the power of 1 over 1 minus x. Yan yun, di ba? Then, we will take the natural log of this one, ln of n, then ln of the limits, okay, limits as x approaches to 1 of the function x raised to the power of 1 all over 1 minus x, no? So, rewrite lang natin to, ln of n, unahin natin yung limits. So, limits as x approaches to 1, then we have here ln of x, no? Raised to the power of 1 over 1 minus x. Okay? And then, using the natural log or logarithmic property, we can bring down the 1 over 1 minus x, yung exponent na yan. So, 1 over 1 minus x. And then, we have here ln of x. And then, we will be converting that one. So, kagaya ng kanina, we will be taking the reciprocal of this. So, that is ln of n equivalent sa limit as x approaches to 1. So, yung ln of x, i-remain natin yan dyan sa numerator. How about the reciprocal of this? Diba, 1 over 1 minus x, reciprocal niyan is 1 minus x over 1, which is also equivalent sa 1 minus x pa rin. Tama ba? Okay. Then, this is the time we will be applying the L'Hopital's rule. Okay, to apply L'Hopital's rule, we will take the derivative no numerator at saka denominator separately. Obviously, the derivative of ln of x is 1 over x. At saka yung derivative ng 1 minus x is equivalent sa negative 1. Okay? Then we will be evaluating the limits. We will be evaluating the limits as x approaches to 1. So therefore, that is 1 over 1 over negative 1. So 1 over 1, that is 1, no? So 1 over negative 1, therefore ln of ln of n pala, ln of n is equivalent sa negative 1. Then, we will exponentiate the both sides. So, this is equivalent sa e raised to the power of negative 1. Itong e raised to the power of ln, so 1 lang yan. So, therefore, yung n pala is equivalent sa e raised to the power of negative 1. Okay? Then, since yung n natin is equivalent sa limit na to, therefore, yung sagot natin of the limits of the function x raised to the power of 1 over 1 minus x as x approaches to 1 is equivalent pala sa e raised to the power of negative 1, or you can just express this into 1 over e. So, yan yung magiging sagot natin. Okay? Either of these two or yan. Okay? Do you have questions? Do you have questions, class? Hello?
Answer.
Okay, none.
Answer.
Okay, for our last problem for this day, evaluate the limit of the function 1 plus sine x raised to the power of cotangent x as x approaches to 1. To 0 pala, sorry. So, let us try to evaluate. So, we have here sine of 0. Then, cotangent of 0. Etong sine 0, that is 0. So, we have here 1. Etong cotangent 0, that is infinity, class. So, we have an indeterminate form. Indeterminate form to. Okay? Then, therefore, we will let n equivalent sa limit, no? Now, 1 plus sine x raised to the power of cotangent x as x approaches to 0. Okay? Then, we will take the natural log. So, pabalik-balik lang yung magiging steps natin, class, no? You just need to memorize or be familiarized with the process. So, una, basically, you need to let n equivalent sa ating limit nito. And then, we take the natural log. Then, we apply the natural log property para bring down tong cotangent x or yung exponent. Then, i-apply natin yung reciprocal ng g of x para magawing denominator. Then, that's the time you will be applying the L'Hopital's rule. Basically, yan lang talaga yung magiging process natin pabalik-balik for this case. Okay? And then, we will just be exchanging this one, yung positioning, limits as x approaches to 0. Then, we have ln of 1 plus sine x, then raised to the power of cotangent x. Then, we can bring down the cotangent x. We have here ln of n equivalent sa limit as x approaches to 0. Then, we have here cotangent of x, then ln of 1 plus sine x. So, always remember na yung may ln, yan yung magiging numerator natin, ha? Always yan. Kasi, mahirap naman kung maging denominator yan. So, magiging 1 over ln of 1 plus sin x yan. So, di ba? Anong derivative nito? Mahirap yan, no? So, with this one, dapat ito talaga lagi ang nasa numerator, yung may ln. So, we have here ln of n equivalent sa limit as x approaches to 0. So, yung ln of n, gawin natin yung numerator, ln of, 1 plus sin x pala. And then, ano yung reciprocal nito, di ba? 1 over cotangent of x. Wherein yung 1 over cotangent of x, that is the same thing as tangent of x. So, therefore, we have now our fraction na form of the limits ln of n equivalent sa limit as x approaches to 0 of the function ln of 1 plus sin x all over tangent of x. Then this is the time we will be applying the L'Hopital's rule. Okay, when applying L'Hopital's rule, we will differentiate both the numerator and the denominator separately. Okay? So, ano yung derivative ng ln of 1 plus sin x? Diba? That is 1 over 1 plus sin x. Ano naman yung derivative ng 1 plus sin x? Yung derivative ng 1 is 0. Yung derivative ng sin x is cosine of x. Okay? Ano naman yung derivative ng tangent x? Diba that is secant squared of x. Remember yung 1 over secant squared x is the same thing lang sa cosine squared x, tama ba? So therefore yung ln of n pala natin is equivalent sa limit as x approaches to 0. So etong 1 over secant squared x, papunta yan sa numerator. So we do have here cosine of x, then itong again 1 over secant squared x magiging cosine squared x yan, no? And then we'll just copy the denominator 1 plus sin x. So we do have here cosine of cube x, no? And then we have here 1 plus sin x. And then we will evaluate na the limits as x approaches to 0. Magiging cosine cube 0 yan, all over 1 plus sin 0. Now, remember yung cosine 0 is equivalent sa 1. So, we have here 1 raised to the power of 3. Then, yung sin 0 is equivalent lang sa 0. Ito, 0 yan. So, therefore, we have 1 in the denominator. Therefore, yung ln n pala natin, natural log ng n natin is equivalent lang sa 1. Then, exponentiating both sides, magiging e raised to the power of ln n. No? Cancel ito. That is equivalent sa e raised to the power of 1. Do not forget to exponentiate the other side. So, basically, yung n pala natin, which is equivalent sa ating eto, sa limits natin, limits of the function as x approaches to 0, no? For the function 1 plus sin x, sulat ko lang saglit ha, then cotangent of x is equivalent lang pala sa e raised to the power of 1. So, eto na yung magiging sagot natin, or simply e lang. Okay, yan yung magiging sagot natin for this limit problem. Okay? Do you have questions?
No, sir.
So basically, that ends our discussion for your 7th exam. I will just, okay, do you have question, Darren?
Sir, hello sir.
Okay,
Nakoy
hello.
question sir ba?
Yes, yes,
Hello
sure.
po. Di ba sir, tulo man ka hospital rule natong nagamit sir. Ang akong ihas lang ta sir ba? Unsa man siya pag-identify if kani ba nga ano ang gamiton namo sir?
Okay. You try to, yung dito, kung i-try natin yan, makikita man yun yan, no? Kapag yung form natin, ito lang yan, no? Okay, let me just tawag na ito, wrap up this one. Ito lang yan, no? Okay, bago ka maka-apply ng L'Hopital's rule, make sure na nasa form na f of x over g of x ka, or simply g of x over f of x ka. Kasi yung L'Hopital's rule is only applicable kapag meron kang rational function. Meaning to say, you have a fraction. Meron kang numerator, meron kang denominator. Now, obviously, kapag meron kang fraction and numerator, para makakuha ka ng indeterminate form, either yung numerator is 0 at saka yung denominator is 0, or it could be infinity yung numerator, infinity yung din yung denominator. Okay, or basically if meron kang value sa numerator, dapat 0 yung sa denominator para makakuha ka ng indeterminate form. That is always the case. Ma-apply mo lang ang L'Hopital's rule kapag meron kang fraction. Now, yung sa pangalawa, 'di ba, we have f of x then g of x. Now, that is not a function or fraction or rational function, tama ba? So, ginawa natin is that we get the reciprocal ng g of x. So, mangyari nan f of x then 1 over g of x. Tama ba kahapon to? Or it could be g of x all over 1 over f of x. That depends kung ano yung mas simpler. Now, itong pangatlong rule natin, okay, 'di ba? Kapag ganito na, then you can apply na the L'Hopital's rule. Kasi naka-fraction na 'yan, naka-rational function na 'yan. Then itong pangatlong procedure natin or itong diniscuss natin ngayon, meron tayong f of x, then that is raised to the power of g of x. Obviously, this is not a rational function. Tama ba? So, ginawa natin, kinonvert natin into linear, kinuha natin yung natural log niyan, and then yung procedure natin na mapunta tayo dapat dito. Okay? Basta always remember yung may ln, yan yung nasa numerator, and then yung g of x, yan yung palaging nasa denominator. And then that is the time you will be applying L'Hopital's rule. So, pare-parehas lang naman yung magiging steps niyan, basta you need to make sure na mapunta muna kayo dito sa form na rational function or naka-fraction siya. And that is the time you will be applying L'Hopital's rule. Kasi kapag ganito pa or ganito, you will not be able to apply the L'Hopital's rule. Okay? Remember yung definition ng L'Hopital's rule, you can just only apply L'Hopital's rule if you have a numerator and denominator, because you will be taking the derivative of each side, the numerator and the denominator, separately. I hope I was able to answer your question, no?